Hey guys, so what we're going to do here is we're actually going to be installing new front bushings on the RZR. This is a 2015 XP4 1000, and along with the bushings I'm actually going to be also installing what they call a frame stiffener gusset kit, and that'll help with any like reamed out holes that you might have from worn out bushings. It'll also just overall help do what it says, stiffen the frame a little bit. So let me show you here what we've done. All right, so I've loosened the front panels. There's a Torx there and a Torx down here underneath the winch area. And then I've also removed the bolts here, 15mm heads and a nut there, 15mm on both sides. Same with over there. And I haven't started on the top ones yet. I'm actually starting with the bottom ones first. And then I've disconnected the bolt for the ball joint there, and then I'll press it down. Once done, you can see I've removed the right side arm. Now we're doing the left. I'm going to do them in sections. That way I can install the new gusset and stiffener, which came with its new 4 bolts. And there's my new bushing kit. The bushing kit is the, what do they call it, UHMW. It's the heavy duty self-lubricating ones. But I've also picked up a number 2 red and tacky grease just for peace of mind. I'm going to put a little bit on there for install. They say you don't need grease, but like I say, it makes me happier knowing that there is some. So I'm going to do that and get going on this, and I'll let you guys see what happens. So now you can see we've got both sides out. So we're gonna pull out these old crusty bushings, see how they look. The reason why I'm doing it is because I had a knocking in the front end. And I was wondering if it was due to worn out bushings. And that might be the case here. So we'll see. Pull these out and we'll show you how I clean up and install the new ones.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him.
All the old grease, or any debris that might have been lingering around in there, causing the last ones to fail. All right, so here you can see we've got the 2 holes up front, and that's going to be what comes up and over here, so you can access these 2 bolts. So you want to make sure that you're installing it the right way. We'll stick it up on there, and they say it's best to have like a mallet to be able to pound it up on there, but I don't have a hammer or a mallet that's plastic or rubber coated, so I'm going to try to use just my pliers and just with their rubber handles to try to tap it up in there. Yeah, I'm kind of a backyard mechanic, so this should be fun. We'll see how well and how tight it fits. Honestly, you don't even really need a mallet, just pound it up with your hands. So now we'll install the arms and then get the holes all lined up. You might need a little bit of help through a screwdriver or something like that to kind of help you line up the holes. And then we'll install the provided bolts that come with it. Okay, so here with these, they kind of bow out just a little bit, and I think that's to keep tension on everything and keep everything nice and tight. But I kind of made it a pain in the butt because I was able to get the bolt through, but I wasn't able to get it through this side. So what I had to do is use the jack in the weight of the razor to jack up this side to get it to line up over here. And then over here on this one, I actually had to pull this one down just a hair to kind of twist it just enough to be able to put some, you know, be able to get the bolt through. And then make sure you put the nut on before you slam that bolt all the way through, or else you won't be able to get that nut on. So now I'll do the same on the same side, and then I'll show you everything when it's all nice and buttoned up, and then we'll work on the top part. All right, so with your dirty, greasy hands, make sure you come into your nice clean house, grab your very nice, clean manual, all colored up and everything, and let's check the torque specs. So we're looking at B for the upper, we're at 40 foot-pounds, and A, oh no, it looks like B as well. So yeah, B, we're gonna go to 40 foot-pounds. And then the shock bolt, which you'll probably have to remove to do the upper, that one's to 45 foot-pounds. So just remember that, and when you're tightening everything up, there's the specs for you. All right, so I wanted to show you this. So when you're doing the top arm, they actually recommend that you remove the shock from the A-arm and dangle it up high out of the way. They also recommend you remove the ball joint, and some people even recommend you remove the whole knuckle and axle and everything, but screw that, we're not doing that. They also tell you to drill out the rivets for the brake line there and there, so you can remove that, remove the arm completely. I'm actually going to leave it attached because, well, I don't have a rivet gun, so I don't want to buy or borrow one. I mean, with this here, you've actually got plenty of room and access to remove the bushings, fit new ones. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, and just kind of remove a step out of the process. I also do have the tire holding up the knuckle and the lower A-arm, just so I don't overextend the axle, to prevent, you know, anything pulling or popping out. So, yep, that's where we are. All right, guys, so again, remember, dirty hands, white book, and if you can, it's best that you do it on a white bedspread. Touch everything that you can, make your wife really happy. And so if we look here, we got wheel nuts at 120 foot-pounds of torque. Sounds like a crap ton, but hey, it says it, let's do it. All right, and there you have it. Wheels torqued down, everything's tight, shocks are torqued, all the A-arms are torqued. Sounds like I'm saying torqued, but it's torqued. And there's the stiffener right there. So now, time to go for a ride, see if I hear any more knocking. If I do, it's probably the bushings for the shocks, upper and lower, and those will probably have to be replaced. Other than that, everything in here is all new. Like I say, all tightened down, torqued to specs, and ready to go. And like I say, they claim no lube because they're self-lubricating, but for install I put lube on there. I don't think that I'll actually add more grease in there. So we'll see how it goes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me and let me know what you think. Thanks.